Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Persol Jean sunglasses. The model number here is PO3310. Now, an average American's gonna want to pronounce these the Persol Jean sunglasses, and that is not going to be the correct pronunciation of these frames. I do not believe these are going to have the French pronunciation of Jean or John. I'm sure I still butchered that a little bit, but nonetheless, these are not the Jean, they are the Jean, and these are a brand new pair of frames from Persol. As far as the sizing goes, these frames are going to have 57mm lenses and an 18mm bridge, and these are going to be the best for most faces. They also do produce these in a smaller lens size, which has 54mm lenses in the same 18mm bridge. And now for me, I can definitely get away with wearing either one of them. I think I would actually prefer the 54, even though I haven't had those on my face yet. These are a little bit oversized, and I personally don't like the look of oversized sunglasses on my face too much. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I have on today's video, these have Persol's absolutely beautiful black acetate frames and then green crystal non-polarized glass lenses. So the optic clarity of these is very, very good. And they're also going to have very good scratch resistance as well. I absolutely love the look of their classic green crystal lenses. They look really, really good, especially when wearing them outdoors. They just kind of look like a traditional sunglass lens. Now, if we take a closer look at the lens, we can see a little etched Persol logo here in the top right corner of the lens for authentication purposes. And if we take a look here at the outside temples, we can see the Persol Supreme arrow, again, for authentication purposes. Now, if we take a look here at the top bridge, we can see it does have a keyhole style bridge, which definitely adds kind of some 1970s inspiration to them. And then if we take a look here all the way in the outside temple, we can see the two little barrels of Persol's Maflecto stem system. For those of you who are not familiar with the Maflecto stem system, it's going to allow the frames to bend out with those two barrels and give a custom fit to the face right out of the box. Really, really comfortable, but it's still gonna come back in and kind of hug the face really, really nicely. So that's gonna really help with comfort right out of the box. And Persol definitely sells some of the most comfortable pairs of frames out of the box when it comes to acetate sunglasses. Now, as far as weight goes, these frames are definitely going to be pretty heavy, especially with these larger lenses. They're going to come in at 48 grams. So if you wear these frames for a long time, you're definitely gonna feel some discomfort here around the nose and here around the ears. Now, as far as the balance of the frames goes, they definitely are on the top heavy side here because, again, those big thick frames and then the lenses are going to make them a little bit more top heavy here. So you're not gonna have the best weight balance there for comfort either. So again, a lot of the strain is gonna be kind of focused here on the nose. However, these have very, very comfortable and kind of very elongated nose rests, which are going to help distribute the weight. But either way, it's heavy and there's no way to get around that. Now, these frames are going to be handmade in Italy. They're gonna say that here in the inner right temple of the frames, they say Persol handmade in Italy. And if we take a look here at the outside right ear rest, we can see a little metallic Persol logo there for authentication purposes. Now, if we move down to the inner left temple of the frame, we can see all the core code and model number information there. Now, these frames are going to have 5-barrel all-metal hinges, and these hinges are extremely, extremely beefy and strong. They're going to last probably longer than the actual pair of sunglasses are. They're not going to break very easily. They can handle a lot of stress to them, which is really nice. And there is a metal stem that runs down the temples all the way to the ear rest. So you can definitely heat up these frames and adjust them to give them a custom fit to the face. And that stem is going to be connected to the all-metal hinge as well, which is also connected to the Persol Supreme arrow there. So a lot of really high-end components here with the acetate and then the all-glass lenses and then the overall construction. As far as the build quality goes, the polishing here looks really, really nice. Everything looks very, very well done. They did a really good job of polishing these frames. And if we take a look here around the hinge, we can definitely see it's not perfectly polished there, and that just kind of speaks to the handcraftedness of this pair of frames. You can still see a little bit of the raw acetate that is not fully polished, but that's really hidden deep into the hinge. So not really a big deal and definitely doesn't affect them positively or negatively as far as I'm concerned. I really don't care too much about a little bit of an imperfection there. That's very typical towards these Persol handcrafted frames. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, I would say these frames have very average coverage from the sun. So here up top, you can see there's definitely a pretty big gap to let sunlight in unprotected. Then here on the side, again, there's definitely a pretty big gap, even though the thick temples do help a little bit. So overall, maybe a little bit less than average coverage from sun. So not a huge deal breaker, but again, not a very practical pair of frames, which is kind of to be expected with a kind of squared off acetate pair of sunglasses like these. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are actually relatively affordable, coming in at $370 with non-polarized lenses. Persol is starting to produce some frames that are very, very expensive, close to $600, and I'm really not sure why those sunglasses are expensive as they are. I do have a couple on order that are coming in. So I'm definitely going to update you with, kind of why those frames cost as much as they do. So I do believe I have a Persol 0091 coming in if an MSRP of $594. Again, that's really, really expensive. These coming in at $370 seem like a bargain in comparison, but it seems like that pair is going to be even higher quality, but Persol really doesn't do a good job of explaining why things cost what they cost, or explaining if the quality is better of one pair compared to the other. So we're gonna have to find out, and I do have those on order. But these coming in at $370 is definitely a much, much better price. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below directly to Persol's website, where I have these frames and a ton of other beautiful colorways as well, and also to our website where I have this pair of sunglasses for a substantial discount off the original MSRP, shadereviewstore.com. So make sure to check out both shadereviewstore.com and also Persol directly for current pricing and availability. But overall, I do like these. I think they look really good. Another kind of, somewhat Wayfarer style from Persol. These frames are definitely kind of subtle. Definitely offer 1970s style, but a little bit more discreet, a little bit less like blocky, a little bit less square, a little bit more kind of modernized 1970s style, if that would make sense. And I definitely do like these. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.